Hi everyone, and welcome to another day of intro videos for the Mama Elephant 13th anniversary release. If you're wondering why Peggy's voice sounds different, you're right. This is Jen Lee, and I'm helping out with a couple of videos for this release. Today we are introducing Bright City and its coordinating creative cuts. We are also introducing a standalone die called Take a Bow that cuts out the sweetest bows. This stamp set includes images of 5 different buildings, pine trees, decorative lights perfect for hanging on the buildings, and a cute little street lamp. I love how one of the buildings has a banner that says Happy Holidays. There are also 2 sentiments included in the set, and they say all is calm, all is bright, and also sparkle and shine. I will be using one of the sentiments later on for this card. I have written down the colors I use to color these images next to the images I stamped out, but I will also include them in the description below. I really love the style of these buildings and how versatile the set is. You can use them for holiday cards, but also any other card. The buildings are perfect for creating backgrounds and scenes, and I am always on the hunt for stamps that will help me do that, so I'm so glad that I now have these in my stash. I kept the coloring for all of these images pretty simple. For the buildings, I chose the same brown colors for all of the roofs. So I used the browns in the roof to also color the window frames and building trim. When I was trying to figure out the building colors, I was inspired by the famous Nyhavn in Copenhagen. My family went there this summer, and the colorful buildings by the water were so pretty. So I decided to color some of these buildings with the pretty colors that I saw in Copenhagen for this card. As I finish up the coloring, I just wanted to remind everyone to please like, subscribe, and comment on each of the intro videos for a chance to win a prize from Mama Elephant. The new release will be available starting September 15th, and be sure to join in on all 3 days of the Stampede. For those of you who are new to Mama Elephant, our Instagram hops are called Stampedes, and for the big anniversary release, which happens every year in September, we have 3 days in our Stampede that includes our regular design team members and also some really fabulous guest designers. During the anniversary release, there will also be special promotions that include freebies with your purchase, so be sure to be on the lookout for the promo announcement. It's usually announced on Instagram, on the Mama Elephant account, and also on the website when you go to make your purchase. So I finished up adding gel highlights on my images, and this is just a close-up look at all the images I colored. Let's take a look at the new standalone die, Take a Bow. I love this die set because it cuts out the cutest and daintiest little bows with these ribbon details. And I also like the name because it's kind of like a pun. It says take a bow, but they're bows. So do I say take a bow or do I say take a bow? I decided I'll call it Take a Bow just because that made more sense. Because the ribbons are quite delicate, I decided to glue 2 layers of cardstock together. Also, my cardstock is pretty thin, so I wanted to add a little bit of strength to my bows. I'm going to be using the largest size bow for my card. I'm doing the same thing with the smaller bows. I'm just stacking 2 of them together and gluing them so I can add extra dimension. If you want to make these bows extra fancy, you can add some shading to it using either markers or ink blending. Some people may also want to add some white gel pen highlights. To make the background, I cut out 2 layers of the Stitch Flurries cover, and then I used the B2B arches to cut out an arch from one of the panels. I stuck the background panel onto a grip mat and masked off the edges so I could do some ink blending. My latest trick with using a grip mat is to take the acetate sheets from stamp sets and use them for masking. They stick really well onto the grip mat. I can easily see when I'm masking off. They are easy to clean and reusable, and I don't have to go fishing around my stash for extra acetate sheets since I usually have stamp sets close at hand. So I've been doing this a lot, and I'll even be doing this in my next video. So here I am just ink blending various distress oxides. I'm using tumbled glass, broken china, and chipped sapphire. You'll see that oftentimes I'm also checking the placement of my arched opening over the background to see if it looks the way that I want. I also splattered some water to get that kind of splattery distress oxide effect. I really like the way that the ink blending made the stitched snowflakes really stand out on this panel. Finally, I'm done, so I peel off the masks, which is really satisfying to do, and my background panel is done. To put together the card, I have laid out all of my pieces, and the first thing I do is I glue on the holiday lights to decorate my buildings. Using reverse tweezers and a fine-tipped glue bottle is an absolute must when working with these teeny tiny pieces. To create the snowdrift, I took a piece of glitter paper and cut a piece using the Wavy Borders Creative Cut set. I put glue on the front of the snowdrift so that I can glue it behind the arch, and then I put a little acrylic block over it so the glue can set. While I'm waiting for that to dry, I went ahead and glued my ink blended panel onto a card base. After gluing on the card base, I again put another acrylic block on top so that the panel can stick to the card base. To assemble the rest of the card, I added the bow. I'm going to use liquid glue to add that. And also I arranged my buildings so that they can kind of sit behind the snowdrift. And it was really nice. The 3 buildings I picked fit perfectly in that arch opening. So I have a random story and cautionary tale for you. I was crafting one day and I reached across my desk to grab something and accidentally kind of dropped my arm down. Didn't realize that my fine tip glue bottle was right there, and I basically landed my arm right on top of the tip of the glue bottle and impaled myself. Who would have thought that crafting could be dangerous? So please be careful, folks. If you have any random crafting injuries, drop them in the comments below. I would love to hear it. I'm sure I can't be the only one that had really silly accidents like this. Fortunately, I'm okay. I have a tiny little scar to prove it, but I'm fine. I survived to craft another day. I'm just finishing up the last little bits to glue on, and I really love how this card is turning out. I think that the trees and the street lamps just really add a little extra something to my scene. And once I put this front panel and glue it onto the background panel, it's really going to pull everything together. I found that when I glue things onto glitter paper, so again, the snowbank is cut out of glitter paper, liquid glue is really the best thing to use there. The last few things I have to do are just gluing on the bow, and using my reverse tweezers helps me kind of hold the bow while I add the glue and then easily place it exactly where I need it to be. Whoever invented reverse tweezers really needs like a raise. For the sentiment, I white heat embossed "All is calm, all is bright" onto some black cardstock. And what I really like to do with sentiments is to stack several layers together to give it dimension. So that's what I did. And now I'm just adding it onto the front panel to finish off this card. Off camera, I added foam strips to the front panel, and after taking off all of the adhesive paper, I add a bit of liquid glue, and that allows me a little bit of wiggle room when I place it onto my background panel. A lot of times when I place things, my eyes are pretty crooked, so I need that little bit of wiggle room just to kind of fix things. And having a little bit of glue gives me about half a second to fix something that looks pretty crooked. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Peggy will be back tomorrow, so please stop by again for another video intro for our September anniversary release. Happy crafting!